All right, guys, we're back again this week with something closer to me, at least, Pokemon. We're going to go throughout the next few weeks, talk about the different starters based on the types, but as you can see this week, we're starting with grass. You have anything to add to that?
No, I feel like in terms of background, I am familiar with everything up to Gen 5 or 6. Like I played Gen 5 and 6, but I don't think I beat 6 or anything.
Mhm.
So some of the newer ones will be a little bit new to me, but I feel like I can contribute for the most part.
Cool. And then we also have the stats and their abilities, their hidden abilities at least. We may go into that, we may not. It just depends on how we feel. Let's start with Gen 1, though. Start with Bulbasaur. You want to start off? Or?
Yeah. Um, so Bulbasaur, I mean, come on, one of the classics, right there.
Yeah.
And well, despite this, despite being one of the classics, I don't think Bulbasaur is the coolest thing out there. In all reality, Bulbasaur is a little weird looking. I think Bulbasaur's evolutions are cool, but overall, I would put Bulbasaur like in B tier, maybe C tier.
Um, I'd have to agree with you. I do love Bulbasaur, and he's like, I never really chose him. That's my reason for putting him in B. I'd always either prefer Squirtle or Charmander, like almost every time. I maybe used him once just because I felt bad, but he's cool. His design's decent, and I really like Venusaur, but I think he's not the strongest starter. So yeah, I think I'm happy with a B as well. Next up, Chikorita, Gen 2. What do you think?
Chikorita's okay, but also I feel like Chikorita's a little weird. I don't know why twice in a row they had just like a weird four-legged thing that isn't so descript as the grass type. Furthermore, I don't really care too much for Chikorita's evolutions. And for that reason, I feel like worse than Bulbasaur. B or C again.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Chikorita definitely is not as good as Bulbasaur, and its evolutions are probably some of the weaker ones, honestly, among the ones we have here. I don't really like Meganium. Is that the name of her third evolution?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then the second one, Bayleaf is just like a bigger version of her. It's not really that different. Chikorita is honestly probably my favorite of the line, and even Chikorita doesn't have all that much going for it. I would probably put it in the C. Just kind of meh. Not
I
too much
agree.
going on with the design, just a green thing.
I'd like to real quick note before we move on that you did something that I do too, and like gender the Pokemon.
Yeah, I tried
Uh,
not to. I made a conscious effort to try
yeah,
not. I try to say it sometimes, but I can't.
no, Chikorita. I mean, come on, Chick and
Yeah,
ending with an
exactly.
A.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
Chikorita is a woman.
Yes. And on
Um,
that note, going on to the next one, the masculine one.
yes,
Hmm. Trico is Gen 3. What do you think about him?
Trico I think is epic.
Yeah.
Trico, like I think this is the beginning of the golden age of grass starters. Uh, yeah, Trico's evolutions are cool, but Trico alone is just a cool Pokemon. I don't know if you have anything to say about Trico's moves or stats or anything, because I don't know too much about that stuff, but I like Trico a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think a good thing that we could do is at the end, when we're going over it again, we can look at the stats real quick and see if we want to change anything from the fence on anyone. I think for now, let's just go based off of how they are. But yeah, on that same thing that you said, Trico has like the most like alpha energy of the grass starters. He's like the ultimate baller grass type. I don't know if you remember in the anime, he used to have like that like twig in his mouth.
Exactly. Yeah,
And he
I
used to like,
was.
lean on the tree. He was
Yeah,
sick. I loved him. I want to put him in the S. I love Trico. And
I'm
Sceptile
okay with
is
that.
epic. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right. S tier Trico. Next up, Turtwig. What do you think about Turtwig?
just as I said, I think this is the golden age of grass starters. I think Turtwig is epic. So first off, Turtwig alone is cute,
Mhm.
but Torterra, like I think that's one of the coolest like third evolutions
Yeah.
that's out there. And Yeah, I think Turtwig might be the best in his generation of starters. Uh, but regardless of how he compares to the water and fire starters, I think Turtwig is epic S tier.
I definitely agree with you. Turtwig is an epic starter. Torterra is an amazing evolution. Even the middle one, was it Grottle? Grottle, right? He was a nice transition between the two, and I liked that. It wasn't like with Chikorita where it just kind of goes to like a little bit bigger and like maybe a different shade. Torterra actually had like significant changes, and you could see how Turtwig was going into Torterra. I love Turtwig. S tier for sure. Um, Continuing with what I think is the golden era, like you said, of the grass stars, we have Snivy. What do you think about Snivy?
Yeah, I think Snivy's great. Snivy alone looks cool. He kind of has the smug look that I think Trico does.
Mm-hmm.
And Snivy's evolutions also look like very different from Snivy, which is something you don't see too much, or it's not. If he turns into like a snake type thing,
Yes.
so yeah, I thought it was cool. I don't think Snivy is as cool as Turtwig or Trico, but I think Snivy is very cool.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. I'd want to put him in A. I love Snivy. I love, is it Superior? Or is that Superior? The third evolution of Snivy. Really epic, big snake grass thing. I want to put him in A though. Not quite
Yeah,
as cool as the other two, but epic, you know?
yeah.
Um, Going on to Chespin. Do you know much about Chespin? You can.
A little bit about
All right.
Chespin. I know what Chespin's evolutions look like at least. Chespin, I think, is when the golden age ends. I I think Chespin's okay.
Mhm.
Mm, I think like different that they didn't have like all the other grass starters are like reptiles or like like smooth skinned things, whereas Chespin is like a mammal, I guess. That's deserves some merit, but overall, I'm not a huge fan of Chespin.
Um, I like his design actually. I like his third evolution. I can't really remember his name to be honest, but he has like a big shield on his back. Those like spikes. I think it's a pretty interesting design. Definitely better than Chikorita in my opinion, but I don't think he deserves to be higher than Bulbasaur. I'd want to put him behind Bulbasaur in the B. Does that
I
work for you?
agree.
All right, yeah. There's Chespin. Next up, Rowlet. Do you know about Rowlet? Did you play that game? Is it Sun and Moon?
I think I like picked a Pokemon and then just didn't do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Rowlet looks all right. Uh, yeah, Rowlet's okay.
Yeah, he's decent. I think the best thing he has going for him is his final form is a grass and ghost type, bow and arrow type thing, Decidueye, which is pretty cool, but I think the first two evolutions are so like lackluster that it doesn't really make up for him. I'd want to put him maybe above Chikorita in the C.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at the evolutions again, and yeah, I think definitely better than Chikorita.
Yeah.
I could see Rowlet going higher, but yeah,
Okay.
above Chikorita is fine.
Yeah, we'll put him here for now and we can talk about it later. Grookey next. You played Sword and Shield a bit, right? Or no?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, as much as I played Sun and Moon,
Yes.
um, uh, I think Grookey's evolutions look really cool.
Okay.
Uh, I think Grookey's probably better than Rowlet, but maybe on the same level as Chespin, so either before or after Chespin.
Um, Grookey's an interesting one in my opinion. I really like his initial form, so like what he looks like right now. But I wasn't a huge fan of his like drummer, big gorilla type design for his third evolution. I want to put him here, high C, right just above Rowlet. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we have our initial kind of setup for them. We can really quickly look at the doc, their stats, their abilities, see if you want to change anything. So let's go through that right now. So first up, we have Bulbasaur. A lot of their base stats are going to be pretty similar, just allocated differently. So I think the biggest thing to look at is more of their allocations in terms of their abilities or the stats, not in
Mhm.
terms like the total one, and about their abilities specifically. These are the hidden ones, by the way, and these are the stats for their final evolutions. So Bulbasaur's ability is Chlorophyll, which doubles the ability bearer's speed during bright sunshine. What do you think about that? Do you think? Next,
Uh, since it's one of the ones that's like dependent on like status effect or like the weather, I
yeah,
guess. It's a little bit but it's okay.
yeah, I would agree. Nothing amazing, nothing worth moving him at all. He deserves to stay in the B.
Yeah.
This one is an interesting one for Chikorita, at least. It's called Leaf Guard, and it prevents the bear from succumbing to major status ailments, so like sleep, burns, poisons, paralysis, or freezing, while it's sunny. And I think that's a pretty big one, to be honest. If you have, I know that there's some Pokemon that when they're released, they make it sunny straight away. So that seems like a
Mhm.
combo pretty well. And she has pretty high defense, so she could be a nice tank that just eats up damage. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, it's easy to go against somebody who like spams paralysis or sleep or something like that.
Definitely.
And so, yeah, I think that's pretty good for Chikorita and maybe worth moving Chikorita up.
Yeah, I think it would merit at least one bump up. Definitely above Rowlet. You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Okay.
that.
Good job, Chikorita. Yeah, next up we have Trico, which is Unburden, which raises the speed if a held item is used. Which, I mean, he's already the highest up that he can be. I don't think that this is going to make it worse. I will
Yeah.
say, though, I think he has the highest speed among all of them. Yeah, yeah, Trico has the highest speed, which, again, epic. Turtwig next. Shell Armor prevents the Pokemon from receiving a critical hit.
This is, I mean,
That's nice.
so obviously critical hits don't happen a lot, but
Yeah,
uh, since it doesn't rely on some sort of weather effect or anything, I think that this is like pretty strong. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's very topical to Turtwig.
definitely.
Like, like some of them, it's like, oh, I guess I don't really see why Chikorita wouldn't fall asleep in the sun,
Yeah,
but Turtwig makes perfect sense.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Turtwig's already high, so we're not going to move him.
exactly. Yeah, I will also note that he has really decent attack, like more than I thought he would, which is pretty nice considering he's more of a tanky Pokemon, you'd think. But yeah, going on to Snivy, we have Contrary, which I thought was a pretty cool ability. It makes the stat changes have an opposite effect. So if someone uses an ability that would like reduce your attack, it actually increases your attack, which is pretty cool if like the enemy doesn't know that you have that. Otherwise, I think it's pretty meh.
I think it's particularly meh because, uh, if you are playing a battle that you care about, you're probably going to know this, or your opponent
Yep.
is going to know this.
Yeah,
And so they're not just going to you know, drop your special attack harshly. So
yeah.
yeah, not very good, but I don't think it merits moving Snivy.
Okay, sounds good. Also, I'm surprised to find out that Snivy doesn't have very good attack, either special or normal attack. It's high defenses. I didn't know that actually.
Hmm.
Yeah. Going on to Chespin. Another one that I think fits the Pokemon really well, Bulletproof. It makes the Pokemon immune to ball and bomb moves. I think the name fits the Pokemon well, but I think the actual ability itself seems kind of weird. Like I don't know how many moves really work with those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think we should. Well, let's look at where is Chespin.
he's right here.
Okay, that's not enough to drop him to the C tier, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think.
I definitely thought about it though, for that
But
ability.
he's on thin ice. He's on thin
Yeah, he
ice.
is. He is. Yeah, next up, Rowlet. Long reach. The Pokemon uses its moves without making contact with the target. I think that's a pretty good ability, actually. Um, yeah, I think it speaks for itself. It's a really good ability. Nice for him. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird for him as a Pokemon, considering he's like a ghost bird. I don't really know where the long reach thing kind of comes in, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense because he's like a bird ghost. In some sense, it makes sense that you wouldn't have to like get up all on the other Pokemon if you're a
Okay, yeah.
flying ghost. But um, not to mean that he is flying type, but uh, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Let's look back at Rowlet.
Yeah, I think it actually deserves a boost for him. I think I want to now put him above Chikorita. What do you think?
So it would be a net zero then, since we moved Chikorita up.
We did, that's right.
How do you feel about moving Chikorita one more and
And then
basically
looking,
just dunking on Grookey?
yeah, I mean
Uh,
we have yet to look at him, so we could always just
yeah,
re-
let's dunk on Grookey right now and then see
we'll see
see
what
if he
happens.
earns our trust.
All right, Grookey, Grassy Surge. It creates a low-lying grass field like the move Grassy Terrain when the Pokemon enters battle. It restores the HP of grounded Pokemon each turn and increases the power of grass type moves. So that's a lot to take in. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? It
Um.
has a heal. It has an attack boost.
Okay. Uh, restores HP of grounded. Okay.
Yeah, so like Pokemon that aren't flying or like the
Right. And
Pokemon.
increases the power of. Yeah. Okay. So I think it gets points because it does a lot. It seems
Yeah,
depends on how like strong these effects are.
definitely. Yeah.
But it's a little confusing for
It
sure.
is. Yeah.
I don't think we should move him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I will also note that I believe he has the highest attack of the Pokemon, which is something in and of itself. But again, I don't think it deserves a boost. So
Who
yeah,
has the highest special attack?
highest special attack. I'm gonna guess before I even look. Actually, I'm gonna say that it is Chikorita. Let's see. Okay, 400. I was wrong already. Trico so far. Yeah, it looks like Trico. Yeah, again, epic.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was gonna say. Is I feel like special attack is kind of the best stat for like if you're doing offense with a grass type Pokemon.
Yeah,
So yeah, Trico deserves it all.
definitely. He's the king. Yeah, anything you want to finish off with? Or are you happy with this?
Yeah, I think this is the list.
Yes. All right. Well, this is the ranking, guys. Complete competitive guide as well. Um, Rookie can't be used, or Rowlet or Chikorita. Don't even think about it. But Trico and Turtwig definitely viable.
Hmm.
All right. I'll see you guys next week with water, I believe we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
All right.